Well, I used to be a pilot. I spent 26 years as a little bit of time as an airline pilot, mostly as a bush pilot. Then I was a medic as well, so some people call me Dr. Dan. 26 years as a pilot, and I find that transit operating is much the same as a pilot, except that it's just a lot more fun when you have an engine failure. Well, I welcome everybody aboard, and so I'll start driving, and I'll say, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard BC Transit's number 50, heading to beautiful downtown Victoria this morning. Our time is 8:32, and if all the drivers in the road behave themselves and let me have my way, we should have you downtown today at about 8:36 at speeds of up to 86 kilometers an hour. And just to make it more fun for you folks, why I've decided to quit taking my medication this morning. Well, I do give a weather report pretty much every time we go anywhere, just tell people what's going to happen, a little bit of a weather forecast. I had a lady that was emphysemic, and she was running down the middle of Yate Street heading downtown between Quadra and Blanchard. And I pulled up the bus alongside her and opened the door and asked if she was okay, and she said that she can't breathe. So I put her on the bus and sat her down, pulled the bus into the bus stop, and then I was able to determine that she was emphysemic. And so I asked her, she said yes she was, and I asked her if she had some medications with her, and she told me that somewhere in her pockets there was a puffer, and she was wearing several layers of clothing, so I had to go through each layer, and I finally found the puffer and shook it up and gave it to her, and told her to sit back on the bus, keep your feet up, and you seem to be okay, so just relax. Do you want an ambulance? And she said no, she seems to be getting better. So I just asked her to stay on board for a little while, and we went into a Esquire Malt in the number 6 and came out of Esquire Malt. By the time we got downtown, she was feeling much better and decided to turn on her way to wherever she was going to go that day. Well, this is my reward, I'll tell you. It's so nice when someone actually takes the time and is that kind that they would actually let me know that they do appreciate me for you. It says, this driver is unique, his name is Dan. He called out each stop, he gave a running commentary and was very humorous. It was an inclement late afternoon, but he had the rider smiling. He held the bus for a rider who had left something under the seat and came running back for it. I have seen other drivers leave the curb even though someone was almost at the door. I love the experience. He should be commended for turning a tedious routine into an enjoyable bus ride. He deserves the thank yous he's received from the passengers. I've also received from the City of Victoria a medal from the Mayor, as Mayor Alan Lowe, and that was a hospitality award. That was in 2009, I believe. First medal I've ever won. I truly love my job. I love to drive. I love watching the city. I love watching it change. I love about 99.999% of the passengers as well. It's nice to get used to people when they get up in the morning, get on the bus and put a smile on their face, and they couldn't put a smile on mine. And it's fun to watch the kids grow. I've only been here 5 years, but I've already seen people go from grade school up to university. So it's nice to watch the changes in people's lives and to know that you're part of their lives. It's just nice to have that recognition. It makes the community feel a little smaller, a little tighter. There definitely is a community on buses. There are people that take the bus every day. There are people that know each other just from the bus. There are people that know me just because I'm a bus driver. I'll see people in the street, you know, in shopping malls, and people wave, you know, hi Dan. It's sad sometimes. I really don't know who they are, but they know who I am in most cases. It is a tough audience, but they're a great audience. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take much. Again, when people get on or first meet you, if you welcome them with a smile, you usually get a smile back. The teenagers, well, the only sort of item contention is usually fares, and I guess it's their job to try and evade fares, and it's my job to try to catch them at it, and make them pay. It's just a game we play, I guess. But most often they're just great. We don't have really any problems. And again, I found that when someone first approaches me, I can change everything by a smile or a frown. I prefer to do it with a smile. It just changes the whole atmosphere of every bus ride. Every bus ride is different.